The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Hola, mi gente, and welcome back to another episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, the only show dedicated to highlighting Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Myra Rosario, your host, and I'm so excited you can join us this afternoon. In today's show, we will be gearing up for the holidays with some great shopping opportunities. The group from Gordon Square will be in studio to share with us the holiday festivities this weekend. I will be taking you to the Hispanic Clinic to hear about the cancer prevention related to the Hispanic community as well. Jason Estremera is back in studio with us, yay! This time to share with us his newest endeavor. And with us first this afternoon, I am excited to have with us Miss Brandy Bright, love that name, and Anton, here to tell us about an upcoming Toys for Tots event. How are you guys?
Hi, Myra. Good. How are you?
Good. Well, welcome.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Yes.
So I definitely wanted to make sure you guys came in studio because you put together this great event, Toys for Tots, a celebrity fashion show.
Yes.
Will you share with our audience what that is all about?
Yeah, so Toys for Tots has been around since 1948-ish. Toys for Tots collects toys every year, and they get requests from local nonprofits, churches, Boys and Girls Club, and they collect the toys and they pass them out. So this is actually our 20th year doing the event.
Wow.
Councilman Zach Reed started the event 20 years ago. I came on board 4 years ago and turned it into a celebrity fashion show.
Nice.
So this is a big year for us.
So about how many celebrities do you usually have on board?
Well, this year is a little different.
Yeah.
Typically 25 to 30 models. We have over 70 models this year. So
70 local celebrities?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
We have an exciting show in store. We have, local news people. We have Browns players. We have local business people. I mean, just really exciting lineup of models this year.
And me.
And
Well, speaking of me, this is one of the designers. I'd be wearing one of your
Yes,
outfits?
one of the dresses. Well,
Yeah.
actually, you're going to have a gown on. I shouldn't have said that. It ruined the surprise. But yeah, you'll be wearing one-of-a-kind piece.
Now, how many designers do you usually have involved?
it's different every year. This year, I think we have like 8 designers, local designers like Anton that, make these couture gowns. We have local t-shirt companies like the one I'm wearing from Soul Food Mafia.
Nice.
We have local men's stores that do suits and, like high fashion for men. So
Right.
we have a very good broad mix and a lot of great people. We're really excited.
Right. So Anton, share with us about what you brought in today and what inspired you to be a designer.
So this is from the latest collection. A lot of these pieces were draped. So basically, this dress, let's say it's one piece. So I basically just take a size 4 mannequin, that I have in front of me, and then I just drape it on to the form, and then I come up with a dress like this. And then there is 10 pieces total this year.
Nice.
I think I'm dressing 8 models, I'm not sure.
Wow, that's
But
cool.
yeah, so, and it's great. I've done this 4 years now with Brandy.
Right.
And every time I do something different.
Well, speaking of different, I noticed on the second you have these different ways of.
Oh yeah, so these are all pleats, and again, so basically, again, this is one piece on top, and I just put on the mannequin and I just drape it. A lot of them have a high neck, so this way, I like to drape, so this way you can, it's different how different fabric kind of, sits onto the contour of the body.
Right.
And then the bottom is just different pleats to give it fullness.
It's very beautiful. I'm hoping that I get to show off on that. Oh, I'm doing a gown, that's right.
You're doing a gown, yes.
So quickly, what inspired you to be a designer?
Well, I don't know. My grandmother's a seamstress. So, I don't know, I was just in high school in 10th grade and I just started sketching these before I knew how to sketch. And I started off doing a little bit more risque sketching pieces, and now that I look back, I'm like, you can never make this, just like a little patch, So, and then I went to Virginia Marty for 2 years, and then I kind of just went from there.
Well, thank you. So, Brandy, this is great that you're given an opportunity for designers to showcase for a great cause.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity.
You're welcome. Thank you for being involved every year.
Yes.
He makes my dress every year. It's great.
I do, and
I
she
love
gets to
it.
keep
I love
it too. Yeah.
Well, let's share the information regarding the event. The event takes place Friday, December 18th at 8 o'clock. It's at the Westin downtown. Bring a toy, right?
Yes.
It's open to the public, right? So I hope. Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
sorry. I was going to say, yeah, it's $10 with a toy and $20 without. Our goal is to not have anyone pay $20 to get in and have everyone bring a toy.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys there.
Thank you.
I'm looking
Thank
forward
you,
to it. Now, stay tuned. When we return, we will have our community calendar in Tu Ciudad, which is packed with great events you'll want to hear about this holiday season. So stick around. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Whether you are looking for a great night on the town or a family fun event to take the kids to, this is the time of year for celebrating. Up next is our community calendar and Tu Ciudad, full of wonderful events coming up that you won't want to miss. And stick around, because when we return, I will be taking you to the Hispanic Clinic at Lutheran Hospital. It's right after this. Hola, Mayra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here with Dr. Montero from Main Campus Cleveland Clinic here at the Hispanic Clinic. You came to visit. How are you?
I came to visit, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so we're here to talk about, well, first, where are you from? Where's your family from?
My parents are Cuban, and I'm from Miami, and I'm still learning how to live up here in the winter.
Well, welcome to Cleveland. So we're here to talk about cancer prevention and early detection. Can you share with our audience a little bit about some of the lifestyle changes that they can make related to that?
Sure. I think that well, there are a lot of different things that can cause cancer, and obviously there are a lot of different kinds of cancer, but the most preventable thing that we know causes cancer is cigarettes. So obviously, and it's never too late to quit. So lots of studies show that patients who actively smoke, once they stop smoking, the risk of cancer, lung cancer and other cancers goes down over time. So if somebody's smoking, they should stop smoking. And obviously if they haven't smoked, then they should refrain from picking up that habit.
So tobacco doesn't necessarily only give you lung cancer? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Because I would think that that's the
the most common, but it can also, it's associated with prostate cancer in men, pancreatic cancer, certain kinds of blood cancers, even there's an association with breast cancer as well.
Wow.
And so it can cause many different kinds of cancers.
Right. So how important is family history and why?
Sure. Well, family history from a cancer perspective is really important because many cancers, when we try to determine what the risk is for somebody, for example, breast cancer, knowing whether somebody has a mother or a sibling, sister, or in the case of breast cancer, is really important. Same thing with colon cancer. So we do screening for colonoscopies, and usually if somebody has a family member, we would recommend screening 10 years before that family member had cancer. So most cancers, we don't have an explanation like a genetic mutation. But even if we don't have, we know that if cancer runs in the family, then even though there are different genetic and environmental factors that contribute to cancer, having that family history gives us an idea of that somebody's risk of having a cancer is a little higher than somebody who doesn't.
Wow. So what about preventative things like screenings? How do you recommend that people go about that?
So if we look at the top three most common cancers in men and women. So the most common cancer and the biggest killer in the United States so far is lung cancer. So there are screening recommendations for patients who have smoked a long time, and there's a specific number of years that they look at. There's a CAT scan that can be done above age 50. This is usually not recommended for somebody who does never smoke. So then going down, so for women, breast cancer is the most common cancer in women, and there are recent guidelines that were recently issued and a lot of press about when to get a mammogram, and there's still some controversy, but generally if somebody has an average risk, they should at least get a baseline mammogram around age 40, and then there's questions of at age 50 and beyond, should it be every year, every other year? From my standpoint, I think that's an important conversation that patients can have with their doctor. And then for men, prostate cancer, there's a PSA test that has been somewhat controversial. The main recommendation is to talk with your doctor about it, because some people who maybe don't have a family history and aren't at high risk, maybe you don't need a PSA, and other people who do have a family history, maybe their doctor might want to get a PSA test.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you, Dr. Montero, for joining us. He's also a Spanish language doctor at Main Campus, so thank you for coming.
Sure.
And if you'd like to learn more, we have information on the screen, and of course you can log on to latinocleveland.com for more information. Stay tuned to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I am excited to have with us today Jason Estremera with us again in studio, this time to tell us about a great little place called Trunk.
Well, thanks for having me. It's good to see you.
I know. Welcome back. I love having you here.
I love being here.
So people mostly remember you at the Hispanic Business Center, where you, what
Correct.
do you do for the Hispanic Center again?
Working with entrepreneurs, getting their businesses started, expanding,
Right.
whatever they need to get their businesses going.
Yeah. But you have a little passion.
Yes.
Share with our audience on really what it is that you love to do and what you're doing nowadays.
Well, my hope and goal when I was younger was to have my own clothing store. And so the dream came true. We are partners with the Detroit Shoreway over in Gordon Square, and they were having a business plan competition. I was telling a client about it, and a moment of divine intervention when I put the phone down, and I was like, maybe I should give it a shot.
That's awesome.
Yes, and so I entered, and there were 27 awesome applicants, and I still don't know how I won, but here I am.
Oh, that's awesome. So what is Trunk?
Trunk is a men's clothing store, features new, used, vintage clothing and accessories. And I go out and kind of hunt things that I just really love and put them in the store, clean them up, dry clean them, make them look really great, and just partner with other locally owned businesses to put their things in there.
So when you say treasure hunt, what is that? What do you mean?
It's just like when you open up a trunk in like the far end of the attic, right? You just never know what's going to be inside of there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the premise of the store.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you brought a friend.
I did. I sure did. This is my best friend right here.
Yeah. So share with us, like you mentioned that men should do accessories as well, right?
They can. Yeah. There's like very easy ways to accessorize, right, without being over the top.
Right.
So having a nice pocket square or a business card holder.
Good.
Right? So we got like these really cool like fake crocodile ones. Every guy should have that, as opposed to a rubber band or a paper clip, which I'm guilty of doing myself. Some really great tie bars that you can put.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have these really cool kids that work at the store. I think the larger opportunity is working with first-time job seekers, helping them gain some work experience, resume development. It's been great just having individuals from all walks of life come in the store and be able to get some skill sets in a comfortable environment.
Nice. So what would a person experience when they come into Trunk?
Everything is very thoughtfully and carefully done, from the way the store smells to the tables that I made in the store out of old trees. The music that's playing, it just is a very warm environment, and they should expect to have a good time.
Yeah. Now, do you help them piece the pieces together?
Yes, most of the time guys come in like, I don't know what I like. And I'm like, cool, we get to have some fun.
Yeah.
And just give them some cool clothes to play with and try different things out.
That's got to be the best part.
It is a good time. It is a good time. Or wives bring their husbands,
Right.
and they're like, oh, hey, baby, will you please put this on? And they're playing dress up in the store.
Yeah, they
That's
can
funny.
expand their way they usually dress. Now, you have a
Correct.
holiday event, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this Saturday from 11 to 4, we're having holidays in Gordon Square. And so we'll have a couple fun things going on at the store, one of which is we are a drop-off location for the sock market.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we're going to be collecting socks for those in need this winter time, and for every pair that's donated, we will contribute to that as well. And people will get 20% off for coming by and dropping off those socks.
Awesome. So how can people reach you?
They can go to TrunkCleveland.com or go to my Facebook page, which is also TrunkCleveland.
Nice.
And I'm located in the heart of Gordon Square, so
Right.
stop by.
Now, you did bring friends with you.
I sure did.
Yeah? You're going to stick around?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, awesome. Now stay tuned. When Jason and I return, we'll be joined by several guests from Jordan Square, so make sure they're going to be talking to us about some great holiday unique ideas, right?
Yep.
All right, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us now are several guests from Jordan Square District, where Jason is one of the store founders,
My
right?
neighbors.
Your
Yes.
neighbors, exactly. Now, Adam, welcome. How are
Thank
you?
you. Good.
Now, you're the founder of this, is it pop-up initiative?
Right, yeah. Through the Detroit Shoreway Community Development Organization, we decided to host a pop-up competition for retail space in the neighborhood. And these are some of our fabulous business winners that are now in Gordon Square with their shops.
Now, what was your vision when you came up with this initiative?
Yeah, I think we wanted to open up the neighborhood to new ideas and creative business owners and to provide an outlet for them to try out retail in an emerging urban neighborhood.
Right. Now, you guys are two type of business owners that a person can check out this weekend, right?
That's right.
Right. So tell us about your business. Now, wait a minute. You're Latina?
I am Latina.
Nice. Where are you from?
My mom is from Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Welcome to Latino Cleveland.
Thank you. Es un placer.
So tell us about your business.
I'm holding a wooden fire truck here. It's upcycled. That means it's made from leftover scrap flooring and fallen trees by one of our 25
right?
makers in Collective Upcycle. So we're a pop-up boutique, and it's a demonstration of creative reuse happening throughout Northeast Ohio. So this is one of the gifts you could get there, but there's 24 other makers, including myself.
Yeah.
I make jewelry like the necklace I'm wearing.
Right.
It's a place where you can go for gifts, for inspiration, and to see art made from things that used to be something else.
Right. So you're into carpentry or?
This is another maker, retired social studies teacher.
Wow. That's
You know what's
beautiful.
really cool at the business center? We did a team building activity. We upcycled some old wallpaper and pegboard, and we made some artwork for the office, and that was a really good time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very unique.
Jason needed
idea.
a lot of help, but it was really fun.
Look, I'm artsy. Get out of here.
It's really fun. Upcycle Part Shop is where we do that work, and we love to work with corporations and companies and do hands-on making, creating.
Now, so Adam, you would offer a business like hers a storefront for
Right.
this opportunity for the holiday season?
That's right, yeah. She's at 6602 Detroit, right there in the Gordon Square Arcade. And Jason and Adam are across the street in the PJ Shire building, right there in the historic Gordon Square.
Right. So Adam, share with us your business. Moonkind, right?
Moonkind, yes.
Moonkind.
It's a gender-neutral children's and toddler clothing accessory company, and got a few.
So
options
what made you do something related to gender neutral children clothing, which
yes,
is extremely unique as well?
My son was born September of 2014, and my wife and I wanted to buy him clothes. And going into stores, it was very gender specific, and we didn't want him to be skulls and crossbones or lions and tigers. So I wanted to go in between there, and figured that having something that if he had a sister in the future, she could also wear made sense to me, and that's where it came.
So what does the name stand for?
It's actually Dutch and Afrikaans. It means beautiful child.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And do you make these yourself?
Everything's handmade by me.
Right. Now, Nicole, what inspired you to get into your business?
Reuse feels like a big opportunity in our society. We buy a lot of stuff new and we throw away a lot of things that still have value.
Right.
So that creative limitation of working with materials in the waste stream is what excites me personally, and I've been supported in Cleveland to be able to spread that in different ways to more people in more communities.
Right. Now, Adam, can you tell us a little bit more about the event?
Yeah, this Saturday we are really showcasing all of the retail in the neighborhood, as well as hosting a whole new range of pop-ups in an indoor farmers market. And so there'll be carriage rides and trolleys to 78th Street Studios for Cleveland Bazaar. And so really it's a celebration of the holiday season and a chance to get a lot of your shopping done all in one place.
Pretty cool. I think I heard that Mr. Jingling is going to be
Yes,
there.
he'll be in Sweet Moses, so you can get a nice treat for your family and pay a visit to Mr.
What
Jingling
a
as
great
well.
family event.
Yes, it'll be
That's
fantastic
awesome.
from 11 to 4
Yeah.
this Saturday.
Now, how can people reach you guys?
Yeah, you can find the event information on Detroit Shoreway's website, detroitshoreway.org, and then you guys are both on social media and have websites as well. So feel free
Where
to
can they
share.
find you, Adam?
Facebook, Instagram, MOOI underscore KIND underscore.
Okay, now you would be able to see the type of clothing that you have on your
Yep,
social
on
media?
Instagram, on Facebook, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So awesome. Well, thank you guys. I'm very looking forward to being there. That's my neighborhood. So lots of great original gift ideas and holiday fun this weekend. So that's pretty awesome. I hope you and your family can experience it. Stay tuned right after this. We'll be right back for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Thanks for joining us today. Next week, make sure you join us for our Christmas special. We will be celebrating Latino style and making some pasteles. So make sure you tune in or set your DVRs. Remember, you can find us right here on WKYC Channel 3 every Friday at 12:30. And if you would like to catch up on previous episodes, you can always check us out on latinocleveland.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel for instant updates. I hope to see you next week for another great episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Until then, have a great week, mi gente. Así.